Good morning to you. How are you this morning? It's 6 o'clock. We're with you all the way through until 9. Adil, Ray and Susanna here from 6:30. First, those who kill police officers or other emergency service workers will now be given a mandatory life sentence in future. The government's changing the law after a 2-year campaign by the widow of hero PC Andrew Harper, who died after responding to a burglary. Our chief correspondent, Richard Gay, Harper, isn't it, who's worked so tirelessly, whilst grieving for this moment.
Yeah.
A group of MPs says the Home Office should be stripped of its responsibility for compensating victims of the Windrush scandal. A damning report by the Commons Home Affairs Committee found just 5% had received any money in 4 years. It wants an independent organisation now to take over the scheme, as Pip Thompson reports. And now, a growing rift between senior royals and the BBC appears to be deepening. Reports suggest Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge have decided not to let the corporation screen a special charity Christmas carol concert from Westminster Abbey. Jonathan... Now, a charity is warning parents about the dangers of not setting controls on their children's computer games this Christmas. A new poll found almost a quarter of families had never used safety filters. Here's Anna Geary. Well, this doesn't happen very often, does it? This picture of us, and I'm studied. There were more stars there than just us, I promise. ITV star-studded Palooza was back last night after the event was forced to go into virtual during lockdown, of course, like everything else. It was an opportunity to celebrate this year's achievements at ITV and a look at some really fantastic programming, actually. Brilliant dramas coming up on ITV. Charlotte Sexton was there too.
Find out what ITV has in store.
Well, Laura Tobin was still posting on Instagram. Warm honey drink, Laura. That'll sort you out. Good morning, Britain's here all the way through till 9. Adil and Susanna here at 6:30. Let's get the news, travel and the weather where you are. Now, it's 4 years since the Windrush scandal was uncovered and thousands of UK residents were plunged into a nightmare after wrongly being classed as illegal immigrants. Now, a damning on the Home Office have said in a statement, we are pleased this report welcomes the changes made to the scheme in December and we continue to make improvements. Firmly believe moving the operation of the scheme out of the Home Office would risk significantly delaying vital payments to those affected. Though, of course, Patrick disagrees with that. Now, 6:22, it's time for our lovely birthday boy, Richard on. As you saw, Susanna and Adil in great voice this morning here in a moment. First, Laura, not in so much great voice, actually, because she was out till 1 o'clock partying. Here she is with the weather. Next, an 8-year-old boy has died from his injuries after a car was driven into a Christmas parade in Wisconsin on Sunday. 5 others were killed, dozens were injured. The schoolboy has been named local. A group of MPs says the Home Office should be stripped of its responsibility for compensating victims of the Windrush scandal. A damning report by the Commons Home Affairs Committee found just 5% had received any money in 4 years. Pip Thompson reports. Good Morning Britain's been told that the growing rift between senior royals and the BBC is not the reason behind the decision to let ITV show a special charity Christmas carol concert from Westminster Abbey instead of the BBC. The Sun claims the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge banned the BBC from broadcasting it after this week's controversial documentary about William and Harry. Well, in the last hour, NASA has launched a rocket carrying a spacecraft from its base in California. Sci-fi, isn't it? It's crazy.
Ranvir, can I ask, did you take the fabulous green jumpsuit without the sequin?
I've actually got my onesie on underneath, so when I go for a little nap later,
nice.
again, it's
very nice.
It's like an onion, it just peels.
Very nice.
Peels off.
You're looking rather lovely yourself.
You're very
Wait, put them away, put them away, put them away.
A group of MPs says the Home Office should be stripped of its responsibility for compensating victims of the Windrush scandal. Damn it. Now, sources at Westminster Abbey have denied newspaper reports that a rift between senior royals and the BBC is behind a decision to switch a special charity Christmas concert from the corporation to ITV. It's on the front page of the Sun newspaper this morning. It claims that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge banned the BBC from broadcasting it after this week's controversial documentary about William and Harry. Extraordinary. In the last few hours, NASA has launched a rocket.
Is about to have a lot of fun with.
Oh, really?
Oh, hello. Excuse me.
I know
We're not that kind of show.
No, we're this kind of show.
Oh, I see, yeah.
If you would like to choose...
Can I have polka dots, or is that asking too much?
You'd like to be this morning. What husband?
I said polka dots. Aaron said, what would you like? Polka. He can't do polka dots.
Can you do a paisley pattern at all? No. Just solid
Colours.
colours. Right, solid colours. Come on, keep it simple.
Blue.
Blue.
I'm just going to say the colours now. Is this it now?
Blue.
That's nice. Yeah, I like that. Do you know what? This would make getting ready for work very easy, wouldn't it?
I know.
Wear the
It's
same thing
actually-
every day and
it's like-
just change the colour.
It's like confession.
Never mind NASA and rocket science.
Exactly. This is the trick.
Talk to and they'll turn to any colour you like.
Really?
Yeah.
You do mood lighting?
Yeah, you can do
what
mood
do you
lighting.
say to get mood
Purple,
lighting?
in fact, purple is the best one to have in the evening. It's very
Really?
nice in the evening.
And what does colour coding? What does purple light mean?
Which I don't know. We can ask
It's a
my
little bit
neighbours.
Barry White.
Is it?
Listen, don't
What
knock it.
colour lighting goes
Don't
with
knock
this?
it. I'll maybe Oh, Laura, look at Laura. I know.
What does sci-fi in Hollywood do? This is the stuff of sci-fi, isn't it? It's crazy.
Ranvir, can I ask, did you take the sequins off your